Sometimes the loneliest souls don't cry out, they simply wait, hoping someone will finally see them. This is the story of a cat who sat in the pouring rain, waiting for a kindness that would change his life forever. The night was cold, the streets slick with rain. Beneath the dim glow of a streetlight, a small cat sat curled against a wall. His fur was soaked, his body trembling, his eyes fixed on the world passing by. Cars rushed past, umbrellas moved overhead, feet splashed through puddles, but no one stopped. He didn't meow, he didn't run, he just waited. The rain fell harder, dripping from his whiskers, matting his already thin coat. Hunger gnawed at him, cold seeped through his bones. Yet still, he stayed in the same spot, as though he believed if he waited long enough, someone would notice. Hours passed. The night grew quieter, and just when it seemed no one would come, a woman leaving a nearby shop caught sight of him. She paused. Something about the way he sat there, unmoving in the storm, pulled at her heart. She approached slowly, speaking gently, afraid he might run. But he didn't move. He only lifted his tired eyes to hers. When she knelt beside him, she realized just how frail he was. His body was cold to the touch, his paws raw from the wet pavement. Without hesitation, she scooped him into her arms, wrapping him in her coat. For the first time that night, he was warm. At the vet, the truth was laid bare: malnourished, weak, his immune system battered from exposure. He had been out there far too long. "He's lucky you found him when you did," the vet said. Another night in that rain, and he might not have made it. The first days were difficult. He slept more than he woke, curled tightly as though bracing for the cold that was no longer there. His meals were small, his body too fragile to handle much at once. Yet each day, he grew a little stronger. And something remarkable happened. The cat, who had once sat silently in the rain, began to show his voice. A small meow when food was near, a purr when the woman stroked his fur, a playful paw reaching out when he felt safe. It was as if he had always been waiting, not just for shelter, but for love. Weeks later, his fur grew soft and full again. His eyes shone with light, no longer silent, no longer still. He bounded through the house, chasing toys and curling up on warm blankets. But most of all, he waited by the window not for strangers to notice him, but for his rescuer to come home. The woman who stopped in the rain had become his forever person. The cat who once sat alone in the storm had found his son. He waited through hunger, through cold, through rain, for someone to notice. And when that moment finally came, his life was reborn. His story is a reminder that sometimes all it takes is one glance, one act of kindness to turn despair into love.